I hope you're well. It's the end of September. This next week we'll actually be into October, so I'm going to do a quick fall inspection on one of these big hives here, and we're just looking to make sure that they got lots of brood, stores on the hive. They're bringing in goldenrod, lots of pollen, and different stages of larvae, eggs, and just make sure that this queen and this hive's ready for winter. All right, gonna do a quick fall inspection here. Stay with me. All right, well, this little hive's got a lot of bees in it. Hopefully they're still just as healthy as the last time I was in them. All right, we'll pop the top off here, and the feed is empty. You see a bee coming up to check on it, but I think a lot of this is also because goldenrod is really in right now. Hurricane Helene came through. I'm interested to see what we got at the top here. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at the bee numbers in this pretty little hive. All right, so that looks good. Wow, nice. This little queen does a fantastic job. I just want to quickly look to see how healthy they are in this top. Now, is that I don't think that was how small a hive bee low look. But all right, I'm gonna put this. Look at all this. Let me just smoke these girls. All right, girl. Give them just a little bit of smoke. I'm not going to leave this top open very long because they got a lot of honey in here. I just want to see how they're doing on this outside frame. It's good and heavy. But, oh yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Heavy, heavy. Don't want to bust it. I don't want anything robber bees be all over this. Look how solid. That just looks beautiful. This thing's heavy. All right. Let me see what we got. Yeah, there's good weight on some of this. There's a little bit of room for them to continue to bring in goldenrod, and I'm sure they'll stick some down in that bottom box as well. Lots of room here. Got a little bit going in, but not much. Okay, and I see I'm putting it in next door as well on a few of these frames. All right, watch out, girls. All right, let's just see what we got here. See what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull this frame out for a second. Just give us some room so we do not tear anything. I'll stick this one down here just for a second. Gotta be very careful. Getting in, getting out, lots of nectar. Gosh, beautiful. All right, so looking across this middle, just want to make sure that they're, I'm gonna move that one to the outside just a little bit. That thing's capped over. Let's get this honey. They got a box full of honey in the top here. Look at this. Capped over, looking good. Got room. They could draw that out. Looks like they're starting to do a little bit of drawing out. I'm gonna move that over. Look at this right in the middle. Tons of bees up top. This is a healthy little hive. All right, we have brood. Yep, brood. Now there's a queen cup. Brood all across this middle. Capped honey, brood. Don't see the queen, but got a lot of brood in here. Got larvae, different phases, different ages and all whatnot. All right, I'm gonna tell you what I am gonna do there. I don't like any cup, and I know it's not gonna do anything, but I don't need a fall swarm. Doesn't look like they're doing it. Oh, watch out, little girl. What are you doing? I mean to get you if I got you. Alright. Let's see what we got. We got more brood. Oh, we got. Oh, they're not sitting here fast tuning. We got nectar. Tons of nectar. Alright. And got a lot of. Just got a lot of nectar, and I'm gonna take this one and just insert it over here more to the middle. Maybe they'll fill it out. That's basically the only one that they don't have just about filled out. There's a little bit of room on this outside one here. Okay, I'm gonna pop this one off Go down into the bottom real quick just to check on numbers. Let's see what we got. Wow, gosh, that's a good load of bees right there. All right, girls, y'all stay put right here. I am going to take this top cover and I'm just simply going to lay it on top. Actually, let me do it like this. I'm going to take this and put it over this in case anybody wants to rob that. Make it a lot harder on them. Look at the bee numbers in this box. Okay, nice and thick all through here. Got a little bit of room here on these two. A little bit of room on the outside. Get them to run down just a little bit. Lots of good activity. Good numbers down here. I'm going to pop this outside open. Give myself a little bit of room to work with. Alright, girls. Love these Bee Castle hives. They're a pretty good deal. Bottom's Bee Castle anyway. Alright, nectar frame. Really not a lot going in here. They got a lot of space on this outside. Got a space on this, both of these outside frames. There's two frames out here. Basically doesn't have anything on them. And I may come back next time and give them a drawn out frame. They got a little bit of nectar in there, but not much. Alright, so I'm going to scoot this one to the outside. Okay. I mean, they could definitely draw it out if they wanted, but it's a little late in the year. They're just stacking nectar now, so I'll probably give them another frame. It's all drawn out. Look at that pretty nectar going in. Nectar. Wouldn't expect to see the queen on here, but that's not always the way that works. For sure. Alright, let me jump in here and see if we can see some brood. Alright. This looks like it might have some brood on it. I got, oh yeah, larvae all down in that middle. I bet the queen is real close. Let's see where that queen is. There's eggs, there's little larvae all in that middle. Let me blow this and see if you can see it. If you can see that in that center. Little bitty larvae. Alright, let's look on this side to see if that queen's over here somewhere. There's nectar, there's pollen. Don't see the queen right off, but that doesn't mean I haven't missed her. Alright, so a little bit of brood there. A little bit of brood. Let me blow this one. Get a little bit of smoke, get them off the corners. Lots of good bee numbers. Let's see, not as many bees in this one with pollen on them like I did a few others I've been in today, but it doesn't mean they're not in it. This goldenrod is really blooming right now. Oh, look at this. Look at all of this pretty brood. That is cap brood. Lots of pretty bees. Let me see if that queen's on this side. Look, there she is. There's our queen. You can see her with a little dot there, green, walking around. How pretty is that? Okay. Alright. We know our queen is there with a lot of brood. I'm going to stick her right back in here. No issue whatsoever. She looks good and healthy. I'm going to just see how much brood we got on these others. That's one full frame, got frame of brood there, so two so far. Pretty healthy. If we could get another 2 frames of brood, that would really look good for numbers of bees going into winter. Alright, brood. Yeah, lots of pretty brood here. Honey, brood. Tons of little larvae of all stages down in here. Looking good. Don't see any swarm cells or anything. I wouldn't expect that, but that does not mean that queen can't swarm on us. Right this time of year, she certainly can. We just want to make sure we don't have any swarm cells, anything that looks odd. Alright, goodness, this one's heavy. Oh yeah, brood. Look at this pretty. Brood, honey, nectar, larvae. Goodness gracious. Cap brood, tons of bees. Gorgeous looking bees. Got a little waggle dance going on right there. Got some, you're telling them where they're finding the nectar. Oh, nice. And I see a frame next to this that is absolutely packed. Now the little ear is broken off of this frame right here, so I'm gonna have to be very careful not to shove them together too much and leave them some bee space. I need to replace that frame. Really. Look at this brood. This thing's got 4 good frames of brood, honey, gorgeous stores, nectar. They are just slamming it. Okay. All right, I have seen enough of this one. What I'm going to do is take this frame that has room. They're not putting much into it. I'm actually going to insert that one right here. And let's just give them some space here. And I think this will be a good spot to put that frame. Alright, so let's squeeze that just a little. Just a little. Alright, I'm going to button this back up. I'm going to make sure this one has some room right there. Okay. These are all squeezed back. Alright, that's looking great. I'm going to button it up. Alright, I got the top back on here. I'm going to put a little bit of food back on here. Some of this is pretty thick. It's a little thicker than 1-to-1. And it's probably the last part of feed, and then I'm going to stop feeding them pretty soon. Once it gets below 50 degrees, they won't take it anyway. They don't need it after that. They won't consume it. Anyway, this is the perfect time for putting that last feed on. Alright, got a couple of robbers. Let me grab my utensil out here. I just want to button this up really good. Make sure that nothing can get in. Really important. I put that back together really well. Lots of good activity. Alright. Okay, well this little hive's just doing great. Great little visit with this one. All right, well, hey, the queen was doing awesome. Got 5 frames of brood she's cranked out. Really doing a great job. They got a ton of honey up top. Didn't see any small hive beetles or anything. Lots of good numbers. This thing is didn't see any swarm cells or anything, so we should be in great shape with this little hive. I say should, never know for sure, but sure looks good. All right, if you like, subscribe. God bless.